you can see from the chart of the pound yen how basically how weak the pound is. I mean, if you take the the screen is not refreshing. Hold on a second. Okay. If you look at this chart, you can see in essence how weak the pound is versus the yen. I mean, look at this. It came down from 260 yen in the middle of in the late part of 2007, and now it is trading at 135. This means that the pound has lost 50% of its value versus the Japanese yen in the span of 3 years. I mean, it's the same thing as the British pounds, as the US dollar. I mean, it's extremely, you can see the comparison between both. This is the dollar. You can see how from the 2007, see the weakness in the dollar yen, and that move is about 40%, 35% from the 120s to the 81, so you're looking at about 25%. But if you look at the British pound, it's much more profound decline. It's actually coming down from the 260 level all the way down 270 to, it's much more. It is one of the weakest currencies, if you will, versus the Japanese yen, and it had one of the most extensive moves, and yet it's still in a pretty weak position. And right now, again, as you see from the last 3 weeks, the bias is still to the downside. Our entry to the long side is, we are trading on the weekly chart as 135.43. We have a structure point of 135.76. So again, we're 20 pips away from the long structure point, which makes our trades extremely easy now. We don't need to fuss around with the trade too much. So there is our structure, our buying point. We're still negative. We should be selling off. We should be continuing to decline. And you can see this is the beginning from London, from New York. This session, we had quite an impressive move to the downside from New York today. It seems it's the only currency that's weakening against the yen, really weakening, the pound and the dollar. So anyway, this is our structure point. Which is the 135. We are trading at 135.43. So until it gets there, that is our buying point. So let's put these in. So it's actually from last week, it didn't get there. That's it. It is also our structure long stop, and it's our structure long point. Now our shorting point is from 135.28. Let's see what's 135.28. Well, in this case, as of today, we should be short right now, but because the session has started, so I'll make it short 135.17. Because 138.28 and 17 are one and the same, but it's the 17 is much more relevant. And if I do that, then I'm going to place my stop above 135.50, which is this price point over here, and my structure points are the same, no change from last week. So to recap the pound yen, we're going to go long above 135.76, and if we do, we're going to place our stop below 135.76, because my long point is also my structure point. So this way, Anastasia, I mean, you're going to give it a few points, but you're going to keep an eye on it that it is such a structure point. And on the short side, we're going to go short below 135.17, and if we do, our stop is going to be 135.50, and we have a structure short point which is about 200 pips away of 134, or 100 points away, 134.19. Okay, now Fabio, let's see what your